Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Shenanigans Podcast. I'm Matt.
And I'm Simon.
How we doing, Simon?
Uh, Not bad. Yeah, busy as usual, trying to sort out my dissertation. As I was just saying to you before we started, I've got a big bike ride tomorrow, which I'm doing with my dad and some of his friends. And the weather seems to have, I don't know, it's just returned to kind of British normal, which is just grey. So yeah,
Just
not bad. How are
gray,
you?
dull, rainy.
Yeah.
I'm good, man. It's, as you would say, it's Rebels Day tomorrow.
It's a happy treason day, ungrateful colonials.
So it's 4th of July weekend. So I'm planning to go to a this beer fest with one of my friends.
Okay.
Kind of just drink in celebration of us kicking your ass for the first time, and then the War of 1812 happens, and then it happens again.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't like to open up old wounds, but no, it's gonna be a good weekend to drink beer. I might get like a porchetta, to go smoke.
Mm.
I love pork, man. Like fat pork. They used to just smoke, and then it just all that fat just renders. But
Yeah, it's
no,
good.
it's good, sunny. It's like 90 degrees here, so it's hot as fuck when I mowed the lawn earlier this morning.
Mm.
It was pretty good. I broke finally, and I bought two 20-pound dumbbells because I was using my wife's like 2.5 pounds, and I was like, yeah, I'm getting nothing out of this. I need to buy 20s. So I bought 20s. I think I want to say they were like 30 each, so 60 is not bad.
Yeah, it's
I
not
think
too
a
bad.
whole Rogue fitness set, I want to say, is like $1,000. Which again,
That's a bit silly.
I don't know, man. Hang on, what comes in it? Big frags. I forget what comes in. Like, there's a lot that comes into that. I would do it. I think I want to get a home gym. I really do, because then you can work out whenever the fuck you want.
Mm.
If you wake up in the middle of the night, it's like, no, and I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna go outside and work out.
Yeah.
It is a nice thing, and you essentially don't have to go anywhere. It's like, I don't have to drag my ass in the car or drag my ass on the metro to go to work out. I could just walk 2 feet, and it's right there.
True. I mean, yeah, I know what you mean, because like being back at my parents, they've got some. My dad's got some weights and stuff in the garage, which it's been super helpful. With my training and stuff, because obviously before in my flat I didn't really have anything, so it was just body weight stuff. So yeah, I definitely understand.
So dude, I'm one of those people that it's not that I need to work out. I have a very fast metabolism, but I want to work out. It makes me feel,
I do not.
It like makes me feel good to work out.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Accomplish that, and that's why I can't wait for deployment, man. There's 3 things to do on deployment: eat food, eat at the galley, work out, and do your fucking job.
Yeah, yeah, that's pretty much it.
That's when you get fucking ripped, is deployment.
Yeah.
But everyone, we still got the Steam summer sale going on, so if you want to buy some games, it goes on until the 9th, so 6 more days.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
But the last 2 podcasts have really been about gaming, because this is the gaming season. I just saw a wonderful article giving us a list of what's going to release July 2020 on PS4, Switch, Xbox, and PC. Let's see what we got here. I just want the full list. So Trackmania already came out. I have no idea what that game is.
Me neither.
It's a racing game.
Okay.
Marvel's Iron Man VR for PS4 comes out July 3rd, so today.
Oh.
I did not know they were making an Iron Man VR game.
No.
Catherine Full Body comes out on the Switch. Again, don't know what that is. It's some anime. Oh, that's very risque. Bloodstained Curse of the Moon 2. Okay, sounds like a title. I don't know. Looks like another anime game. F1 2020.
Mm.
Okay, so a game that I've actually heard of. Formula One. Death Stranding comes out July 14th for PC.
Nice.
Nice. Ghost of
Tsushima.
Yep. Thank you,
Yeah.
linguist. That comes out on PS4 on July 17th.
I just saw an ad for that and it looked really good.
Paper Mario also comes out. Paper Mario: The Origami King comes out on the Switch on July 17th as well.
I think there's been a previous Paper Mario, but obviously it wasn't on Switch.
Yeah. Destroy All Humans. I don't know if you ever played that game.
I did not, but I've seen ads for it and it looks interesting. I just don't know whether it'll be one that I would want to play.
So this is a remake. I forget. I think Destroy All Humans was on the original Xbox.
Yeah.
Came out in 2005. I believe. Yeah, it was like on the original Xbox. So it was 2005. That comes out July 28th. Samurai Showdown Neo Geo Collection. Okay, that comes out July 28th as well, and then July 31st we have Fairy Tail, which comes out on the PS4, Xbox One, and Switch, which again is another kind of looks like anime. Naruto, that's the one I was thinking of. It kind of looks like that art style. Not a whole lot of games in July, it seems like. Not a lot I know of, at least.
No.
But hey, if you like any of those, July is your month.
Yeah, I suppose.
But like we talked about, this is the time where games, once we start rolling into fall and holiday of each year is when games come out, consoles come out, major updates. And it's usually around this time anyways that I think E3 is would be going on.
Yeah.
So sadly we missed out on that. But there's just been so much interesting news. I saw that me and Simon have a points thing that we kind of just have our heads in the game sometimes if we get off track. But I saw you just put in there, and I saw it on Instagram, or I saw it somewhere. The Fallout TV series. I don't know how they're gonna do it, man. Did you read anything on it?
No, I didn't read anything on it. Literally, all I saw was a short trailer, and I am torn, because on the one hand, I mean, when it comes out, yes, I'm going to watch it, but it's one of those things where, you know, if a game gets turned into a TV series, it's different. If it's the other way around, but if a game gets turned into a TV series, it can go one of two ways. It can either be really good, like The Witcher, although The Witcher has obviously had mixed reviews. I personally loved it, but there are always going to be people that are going to hate on it. Or it could be absolutely terrible. I can't think of an example, but, you know, it still is possible. And I would think that something like Fallout would be fairly easy to create, but it really depends on, you know, how they're going to do it all. It's difficult. So I'm apprehensive because I would want it to be good because I like Fallout. Although, you know, in recent years, my opinion of it has gone down with 76, despite the fact that I've never played it, just because of you know, reviews and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I'm apprehensive. You know, like I kind of wish Bethesda would just get on with what they said that they were going to do, like what's it called? The Star one, the basically the space-based RPG that they were they were planning, or that they promised.
About.
It's like, come on, rather than take a franchise which you've built, which is fantastic, it's a great franchise and I love it, but rather than, you know, wring that to within an inch of its life in order to get some more money out of it, just do the other stuff. Just bring us ES6 and I still that name, I'm gonna have to hang on. Bethesda Starfield. That was it. Like, for the love of God, can you not just bring us Starfield?
Yeah. I don't know, dude. I'm torn. I'm also torn about video games that become TV shows, because I do like some of the live action stuff, but sometimes they don't do it as good. But then I don't like cartoony stuff. Dude, I'm to be honest with you, I think the last thing I watched, really, I'm trying to think the last like actual like video game that was like a TV show. I would say it would have to be. I know this is gonna sound sad, but it would probably have to be like Pokemon.
Yeah.
But they did it good because it gave you, I guess, with the video game you weren't given a whole lot of, you were given a lot of story, but it's text-based story. It's not.
Yeah, it's slightly different.
So they had a lot to work with, but taking a game like Call of Duty and making a TV show out of it, I'd be like, are you out of your fucking mind?
Yeah. Yeah, it very much depends, I think.
Yeah, like I looked up video games that became TV shows, and some of these I'm like, Sonic the Hedgehog, like these are old, like 1989 shows. It's like, yeah, probably because they didn't work. Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, there is that.
Viva Pinata. I don't remember when that became a show.
No, I do not remember that at all.
That was an Xbox game. Watch Dogs says TBA. Are they making a Watch Dogs show now? God fucking damn it. I dude, like it ruins it for me. It really ruins games for me.
Yeah, part of it ruins it for me.
Because it's just like, you just took all these beloved characters, and especially when they take characters and then create like a whole new storyline, and it's like,
that's true, I guess. But I suppose the one saving grace with Fallout is that because it's an RPG, they can effectively create something new. There are of course beloved characters in Fallout, and they have, they can use those. But in terms of the storyline, they can, like with The Mandalorian, effectively, you can create something entirely new.
Yeah. Exactly, and I love The Mandalorian for that.
Yeah, exactly. So it can put a fresh spin on things. There's a lot of things that need to be, a lot of factors to be taken into consideration before they actually do that. And
exactly.
I would hate for them to rush it and for it to be bad. But then again, I know that's what they're doing. I know they're not rushing things like Starfield and ES6. But come on, like I don't want to keep seeing Fallout 76 release things and updates and patches and DLC and crap like that. As much as I like ESO and the new DLC Greymore, whatever it was that came out for that, that's cool. But I just want something new, because Skyrim came out in 2011.
Yeah.
Fallout 4 was what, 2015, 16, something like
that. It was 2015 because it was before I left for boot camp.
Yeah.
2015.
So it's not to say that they haven't released something new. Of course they have, because they've got Fallout 76. But I mean like a proper, not an online only game.
Exactly. Yeah, I totally have to agree with you, because I'm a big Bethesda advocate, because I love the Elder Scrolls series. So I think game developers should stick to game development.
Yeah, maybe.
That would be like Chris Roberts coming out with a Star Citizen TV show. I'd be like,
I think that would be a bad idea.
Oh, it'd be horrible. I'd be like, Chris, figure out releasing Squadron 42 and Star Citizen, and stop worrying about fucking a TV show.
Yeah.
It would be so stupid. But dude, game developers do surprise you. Like Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
They took away wall running. Probably Sorry, go.
See, the one thing, like, when they say, oh yeah, they removed it because it was a design, they had design issues or things like that. I was never that big a fan of the wall running thing anyway, and my point is that I know that the wall running was incorporated with, like, the mantis blades that are in your arms, and that's cool, but if, it's... Yes, you have augmentations and stuff, but so it's a bit ironic for me to say this, but at what point does it become unrealistic? Because wall running is a really difficult thing to do in real life, and no amount of augmentations, be it mantis blades or not, is going to assist you with that. So I don't see it as such of a bad thing, because it just means you've got to be a bit more. You just got to think about things a bit more.
Yeah.
Because I know they're keeping the mantis blades, and that's fine. I absolutely love that. I think that's cool. But everyone's getting so, bent out. Everyone's getting so bent out of shape about wall running being removed, and I really don't mind it. I don't particularly care, because it just reminds me a bit too much of Assassin's Creed, I think.
Yeah. I have a difference of opinion when it comes to wall running. I know Titanfall did it. Call of Duty, one of the Call of Duties did it.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Dude, I don't like it. I'm like, it just makes things too fucking complicated.
That's kind of my point as well. It's just kind of like, if you want people to move in a certain way, or if you want to give people freedom of movement, give them freedom of movement. But wall running, I think, is just stupid, because even parkour, when people do parkour, it's not easy, and you can't do it for very long. You can't go very far. So, like, why bother?
No, exactly. And you see those, it takes a lot to do that. Like, you see these guys doing it on rooftops. It's like, if they make one false move, they're dead.
Yeah, but in video games, like you said, is in Titanfall and Call of Duty and a load of other ones, you see these people wall running for, like, 20 feet. It's like, no way you can do that.
Not at all.
So yeah, everyone's getting bent out of shape about it, and I don't really care for it that much. But the gameplay, so this is sort of taken from the Night City Wire thing that we mentioned last time. There was, like, some cut together pieces of gameplay, which I think I can't confirm it, but I'm pretty sure it's basically what they did was that they took missions from each of the three sort of paths that you can choose when you start out. So you can either be a corpo, being in the corporate world and all that kind of stuff, a street punk, or a nomad. And it basically gave examples of missions for each of those three things. And I thought that was really cool, because it gives you insights into different parts of the city and all that kind of, and, like, the way that you can progress through the different things. I don't know which one I will choose. I will probably end up doing gameplays of all three of them, to be honest.
Yeah. Same. I love games that give you multiple story choices, like multiple paths to choose.
Yeah.
Because it creates more gameplay. It creates more stuff that you can. Okay, now I can go replayability.
Yeah, replayability is massive.
Definitely. So I think we'll see that in a lot of new games. Because the stories can just be so massive. It doesn't have to be so linear anymore, where it's just like,
yeah, exactly.
You're doing this. This is all you're doing. It's like,
yeah.
Okay, that's what I'm doing, Roger. But we'll see it. Just like with all the other games that are gonna come out this year. I don't even. Trying to think what else is supposed to come out this year.
What, just in terms of games?
What's up? Yeah, just in games. Halo's supposed to come out here. Versus and 3.10 is supposed to come out at some point. Hopefully this week. Praying.
There's one which actually I wanted to talk about, which I thought was really cool. It's a game from Wales Interactive, who are a Welsh developer. And it's called Made of Scare, and that's Sker, and I think it must be something Welsh. I'm afraid to say that I really don't know much about Wales and the Welsh people, because I'm not Welsh, so whatever. Yeah. But it's a Welsh folklore horror based on, so it's like a mix of British Gothic and Welsh folklore horror, and it looks really interesting because it's one of those things that you always see, I don't know, like Celtic horror and those kind of things, and sort of traditional British horror, but you don't see much from from the Welsh side of things, and I don't know much about Welsh folklore. I know Scottish and Irish folklore and obviously English folklore, but nothing about Wales. So
yeah,
it looks creepy as hell, and I would like to play it. It comes out on July 28th. So far as I know, it's that's going to be on Steam. I don't know about any other platforms, but it looks interesting. It's all about like it's sound based, so the enemies are like hypersensitive to sound, so that like, they can hear you breathing, but they can't see. So they're blind. They can hear you breathing and moving, but they can't see you, and you have to use sound in order to like in order to get around them and that kind of stuff. So it's a survival horror, and it looks really interesting.
Okay, I feel like there's some enemies like that in Last of Us where they can't hear you, or they can't see you, but they can hear you.
Clickers. Yeah, they use a primitive form of echolocation in order to see to find out where you are. That's why they make the clicking noise, because the fungus in The Last of Us grows over their entire face and they become blind.
Okay. Which I've heard Last of Us 2 has been pretty good for people that have had it.
Yeah, I mean it looks good. I would play it if I had a PS4, but I don't.
I thought about getting it, but my PS4 is just don't like playing console. I like playing like in my like my gaming room. I guess I could bring my PS4 in here and hook it up somehow.
Yeah, I suppose.
Figured out. One sec. I just got a yawn.
What else is it? There's rumors of a new Fable game coming out.
Dude, I haven't played Fable in so long.
I know, that was just what as soon as I saw this article, I was like, I have not played that since I was in school. And I remember being in school, we would all like, if anybody had a game that they had downloaded or they'd got somehow, because we were still using like CDs back then, we would share it with everybody. And Fable was one of them, and I thought, oh, this is great. I thought it was a great game when I played the originals, but yeah, it was certainly. It was. I would be interested to see how it turns out.
I think Fable 3 was the last one for me.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, I don't even remember what it was about.
No, me neither. I don't remember what any of it was about, to be honest. It's some kid trying to be a hero to avenge his parents or something. I don't remember. But I liked it. I liked the art style and I liked the gameplay because it wasn't too serious. No, it was fun. I liked it.
No, it definitely was a fun game. So I'm glad things are being relived of our childhood.
Yeah, things are being revitalized, which is good.
Exactly. Like I'm having a great time with this SpongeBob game.
Oh yeah. I remember you told me.
Yeah, it was that one. No, it wasn't that one. That one. SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom.
Yeah.
When did this one come out? Hey, I'm trying to figure out when it came out. Battle for Bottom PS2. It came out in 2003.
Damn.
So, 17 years later, they redid it. And dude, I'm having a great fucking time with it.
Oh, good.
Because it's just like my childhood. There was this game on the GameCube, Scooby-Doo on the GameCube that I played.
God.
Dude, that was a fun game. I miss the games on the GameCube.
Yeah.
Scooby-Doo Night of 100 Frights. That was a fun game. Just miss like Luigi, the original Luigi's Mansion. I've thought about getting a Switch because I want to play Pokemon again.
Yeah, I've seen the benefit. Like I considered it at one point back when I had money, but I was just like overall, nah.
Animal Crossing, we can visit each other's islands.
I don't really see the point in that game. I just don't get it.
Oh, I like it.
I mean, I'm sure it's fun. It's just like I don't get it.
I don't know.
That's all.
It's just like one of those games where it's like, take care of your island, collect things. I don't know.
Yeah.
Entertaining.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Did you see Discord? I saw this article. I don't know if you saw it. Discord plans to move, like beyond gaming. They want this to be a business communication platform, and I'm like, fucking A. Don't get me wrong. I totally think it's a smart move by them.
Yes, to some extent. I can see why they want to do it, because obviously, at the moment the applicability is there. You can definitely, it's like Zoom, like Microsoft Teams, like Google Teams, or Google Hangouts, or whatever it is.
Yeah.
You can do all this stuff, and it's really easy to use, which is why it's so popular. And the people that work on it are actively work on it, and they always try and make it better. So it definitely has that ability to be used in that way. But yeah, I know what you mean. I don't know whether it's whether the business world would adapt to it, because it was designed for gaming.
Yeah.
So
there's already so many other platforms out there.
True.
For the business world, it might be hard for them to gain the traction they want.
Yeah, but I guess we'll just have to see how that goes.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know about that one.
My concern with that is, if they do go to the business world, are they going to start making it pay? Like, you have to pay to use Discord?
I would imagine that would only be in terms of the business world, because I mean, if they want to do that, fine. If they tried to do that with the gaming community, it would cause riots, because it would kind of depend on on whether they would change anything in order for it to be applied to the business world, like in terms of the functionality. I don't see them changing anything, and I don't really see them making people pay for it, because if they did, that would make them lose customers, at the drop of a hat. So yeah, it's a difficult one.
Yeah, it is. I didn't really realize how much. So, in Discord, I'm reading in this article, Discord announced it has more than 100 million monthly active users who spend 4 billion minutes in conversation each day.
Damn.
That's a fucking enormous statistic.
That's a lot. I mean, and that's fair. It's fair game. They've earned that, because as we said, it's a good platform, and it works, unlike so many others.
Exactly. You can do live streaming on it. It has great video platform, screen sharing. It has pretty much everything you want in it for gaming. So I just don't know. I'm sure they have a way to roll it over to a business model, but we'll see. We shall see what they have in store. And it will be very interesting how everything plays out after COVID starts dying back down again. I know we got spikes again. People aren't wearing fucking masks in Florida and Alabama. And we'll see. Who knows, dude? A lot of jobs could just be like, no, we're gonna save on money, and you're gonna work from home permanently now.
Yeah.
I definitely see that with jobs that could do it. They're gonna take advantage of that, because it's like, oh wait, successfully done all your work at home, and we don't have to come to the office. Cool.
Yeah. I remember we talked about this about Robert Space Industries and CIG and that lot. But yeah, I know that Twitter is planning the people who work for Twitter are planning to stay at home for the foreseeable future, in terms even after everything's lifted and people can go back to work properly. I think it's yeah.
Hey man, it is what it is. Other than you can't telework cops, so.
No, you can't. No.
And personally, I want to be in a job where I can't telework. I like going in, getting away from the house.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I'm the same. Like it has its benefits, but it also has its drawbacks.
Exactly. I like to go somewhere and then be away, because then when I come home, I'm just not bored. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, there's also a clearly defined line between when you're at work and when you're at home and when you can relax.
Exactly. And you don't have the urge to not work and just play video games. Like me.
Yeah, there is that.
But we'll see. We'll see how everything works out. Exciting news, not really exciting news. My friend's coming home from Korea soon on the 10th.
That's cool.
And he wants me to help him build a gaming PC.
Nice.
So we'll get there. I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna go. I think I'm gonna bring him the Intel route and NVIDIA. Maybe
Yeah.
get him a 2080 Ti. Because he's like, I was like, what are you willing to spend? He's like, I want a good one. And I'm like, fucking A, dude. It doesn't help. I'm like, what do you? He's like, $3,000. I was like, okay.
Yep.
I was like, I can get you. That's stuff we can work with.
That's a good start. Yeah, definitely.
I don't know. I'm torn though. I don't know if he should get a full tower or a mid. I have a mid, and
I have a mid.
I wish I had a full.
See, I'm not really that fussed between full and mid, as long as it's not a small tower. Because then, or like one of those mini micro PCs. I'm not really that fussed. Like to me, it makes very little difference. But I think because of the general availability of mid-tower parts, it's probably safer to go that route and sort of the upgradability of it. But yeah. I could be wrong. I don't know. That's why I use sort of like the comparison sites and just looking up and researching beforehand.
No, and I 100% agree with you. And that's what we're gonna do. I'm kind of like, and that's really what I like about, not the consoles. It seems like the newer consoles definitely have more longevity, but that's what I love about PC the most, is the longevity of it.
Yeah, of course.
You get like 5 or 6 years out, and then it starts. It doesn't die off right away, but then it slowly starts dying off where you can't play newer games.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. I mean, I've still got the original case, CPU, motherboard, and PSU from when I built it about 5 years ago. I've upgraded my RAM and my GPU, but that's pretty much it. Like those are the only things that I have been upgrading. But okay. And I know at some point, once I've saved some money and get myself sorted out, I'm definitely going to be putting some money back into it, because it needs some love.
Yeah. When I did a whole new build, and I think the biggest part of it is the motherboard and the power supply. It's like as long as you have good, decent ones, the upgradability is pretty good on those. On what it can handle, like and that was the problem with my old build, and that's why I was just like, no, and I'm just going to do a whole new build, because my motherboard was just so old. I was like, it can't even handle an i5.
Yeah.
I think I had an i5, but it couldn't handle an i7, i8, or i9, and I was like, yeah, I gotta get a new motherboard, because I think I put an i8 8700K, 8500K. I forgot.
Mine's still I've still got an i5.
Okay. Which isn't bad, man. It's still good. It's not an i3.
Yeah, it's still alright. Yeah, there is that. But yeah, mine definitely needs some new stuff.
I think the biggest test for us nowadays is Star Citizen. You can run Star Citizen.
Oh, yeah, that's like my benchmark.
Yeah, even me, man. I have hard time running Star Citizen sometimes, depending on where we're at in the verse. And hopefully that will fix itself when more of the optimization stuff comes, to actually make like the settings do stuff.
Yeah. The performance optimization and the benchmarks and things like that.
Exactly, to make everything run smoother, and
Oh yeah.
not everybody's running the same right now.
No, of course not.
But we'll get there. But that's, dude, PCs. If you do enough research, there's so much, and they're customizable. That's really
exactly
how you want to do it.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the whole, LEDs everywhere and that kind of thing. But if you're into that, then I don't like. I mean, there are some LEDs in this, but I'm just like, nah, I'm good, thanks.
RGB everywhere.
No, I'm not a fan.
RGB is life. No, but
dear.
It is, and it's really fun, man. I love building PCs.
Oh yeah, dude. I built this one with my former flatmate, who was studying computer science, and he was a big gamer as well. When I was at university doing my undergrad, and we built this at 3 a.m. drunk, and it's still going to this day. So there.
Yeah, I started mine pretty late. And I think I fell asleep, and then I had to finish it in the morning because, dude, it does take quite a bit of time.
It does, yeah. It takes some time, takes some patience, and you'll need some cable ties.
Yeah, definitely. I think the biggest challenge was putting on my water cooler, because I didn't know. I was like, shit, what's got to go in first? So I kept putting in parts, and then I was like, fuck, I got to take that part out to put that in, and then I was like, god damn it. It was because I had to put one part of the water cooler in first, then put the motherboard on, then put the processor, and then attach the actual water cooler, the heatsink, to the processor.
To the CPU, like, yeah.
Or because if the motherboard wouldn't go in without that other.
Right.
If I put the motherboard in first, I couldn't put the fans in, so it was a lot of loving.
Yeah.
It was hard, and I have no cable management whatsoever.
No, me neither. Mine's terrible. I need a new case as well, because my PSU's it's not secured to the case anymore, so the cable that goes into the wall just keeps getting pulled further out of the thing, and if I try and push it back in, it just pushes the whole PSU further into the case.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah, I know, it's a nightmare.
That does sound like a nightmare.
Yeah.
But dude, everything's just becoming better and better, and there's YouTube videos. There's so much. And it's a great thing to do during quarantine. Build a fucking PC. Build a PC.
Yeah.
Get into something. Get into hobbies. It's a great time to pick something up that if you got the money, pick something up that you've been wanting to do for such a long time. And hey, man, we'll get through this quarantine.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe all of us will learn a different language. I'm not interested, but we'll get through. But I think that's about time to wrap it up. Sorry, this one's so short. It is 4th of July weekend. We got things to do, people to see, beers to drink.
There is that, yeah.
But we will catch you all next week for episode 14.
Yeah.
See ya.
See ya.